How many hours did you sleep last night?
0.
Less than 1. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Zero.
Just running on adrenaline and love today?
We're running off
Running
of love.
on love. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So does that mean you have not filmed any shower scenes today?
Oh,
No, he has not
This is the
showered
longest I've gone without showering.
Unless he snuck away at some point. I wouldn't be surprised.
A lot of people are saying, why go on The Bachelor if you're not sure about a lifelong relationship? But can you talk about your outlook that first night where it's all hypothetical compared to that night in Portugal where it all became very real and what that gap is?
Well, I mean, coming into this, I was open and ready for an engagement. But until you're in this situation, I didn't realize how little time I would get to really be sure of that lifelong commitment. And I didn't really realize that I didn't have that time, and I wasn't sure until Portugal. For me, I just didn't have that time to get there. And that wasn't to say that I didn't think we would ever get there. I thought it's possible, but I wasn't sure. And that's why I had to leave, because I wanted him to have an engagement, which he came here for. So I wanted you to have what you wanted. And that's why I left.
I got what I wanted.
I mean, up until that point, how much time had you guys spent together, just to give everyone a sense?
So not a lot.
Right.
Not a ton.
Matter of days, really,
Yeah.
to break it down.
Yeah.
What was it that really convinced you to give the relationship a second chance in that conversation?
I mean, I don't think I realized until he came back for me just how much he meant everything that he was saying to me in Portugal. I don't know, I've just felt so loved in that moment, and I knew that I loved him and cared about him so much, and I wanted to see where it went, so
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Did you have additional conversations with the producers or with your dad? I mean, was it just a knock on your door and
It was
hello?
literally a knock on my door, and in my mind I was like, is it Colton? And it was, and
Yeah.
I was so happy that it was him.
Yeah, and my thoughts going into it is like, I can sit here and tell her, because as she was breaking up with me, you obviously saw it's like it's you. Like, I want it to be you at the end of this, and I can see where her hesitations. Like, if I put myself in her position, it's like, okay, well, he's been talking this whole time about how he wants a wife at the end of this, an engagement, and I can't get there right now, so I don't know what to believe. So putting myself in her position, it's like, I see where she was coming from. I see where her hesitations are. So the only thing I can do is, other than leave the show, was to just show by my actions. Ending the other 2 relationships and really giving her everything, because she had my heart. She still does.
Yeah.
I mean, when you made that first promise, like, the end doesn't have to mean an engagement, were you thinking in your head, I have no clue if I even have the authority to make that promise to you, or were you just speaking from the heart?
No, that whole entire dinner conversation for us was, I mean, that was me fighting for a relationship. Forget the TV show, forget filming. I forgot cameras were there. I forgot producers and lighting and whatever you want to call it. That was me just fighting for somebody who I loved and I cared for and I wanted to be with after all of that went away.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing that was on my mind, is giving her everything that I had. I
mean, when Chris tried to put words to your fence jump, which now everyone wants a man to jump a fence for her.
I know, I feel so lucky.
I mean, he said Colton was mad at everyone. He was mad at me. Chris said he was mad at the show. He was he felt betrayed. In what ways, just to go back to that time period, did you feel, I guess, betrayed in general? And then how did you decide to come around and trust the process again?
I would say, because I did feel betrayed. I did feel frustrated and angry with Chris and production and you name it. But I've come back around to realizing, no matter how I felt in that moment, of if, they did me dirty or whatever was going on, whatever the case might be, they showed me how much I loved her. By whatever they were doing, they showed me how badly I wanted our relationship to work. And they brought her into my life. So I'm thankful for them. Whatever they try to do, I mean, it just showed me how much I loved and cared for her.
And you guys got a ring gifted to you by Kimmel last night.
We did.
So I have to ask you, Cassie, what is your view on lifelong relationships now? What do you guys plan to do with that ring?
My views haven't really changed at all, but I mean, with Colton, yes, it's changed. I mean, you know, we're just kind of taking every day at a time, and we're excited for our future, and we've talked about it, and I mean, we don't really have any set plans or a timeline or anything, but we're looking forward to taking more steps together, and we're on the same page now, which is really nice.
We're very confident in our relationship. We're so excited just to date and like go try to be normal for a little bit.
Yeah.
And taking the right steps that are, once again, right for our relationship.
And, you know, Chris said the word virginity maybe 100 times on the live show.
Oh my
You've
gosh,
been very gentlemanly about it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys handling the interest in your personal life? And is there anything you'd like to say just to close that door one final time?
I'll leave this to you.
Me? No, I mean, it's definitely weird having people so invested in your personal life, but I mean, I guess we signed up for this show, so we kind of did it to ourselves.
Yeah.
No, but regarding like Colton's virginity and stuff, we've kind of decided that we're gonna close that door and stop the conversations from going any further now, just because I feel like there's nothing really you can say to fully stop conversations unless we just kind of shut that door. Yeah.
That's fair. Well, thank you so much, you guys, and
Thank you.
congratulations, and
Thank
enjoy
you.
this exciting time period.
We
Thank
are.
you.
We're very excited.
Yeah.